A pleasant welcome to all. Now we are going to study about the topic kinds of reading. Video lecture and e-content created by R.D. Sivakumar, MSc and Film Tech, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Assistant Professor and Head Department of MCom CA, Ayanadar Janakyamal College, Sivagasi. Mobile 09944042243. Email sivamsccsit@gmail.com. Website www.rdsivakumar.blogspot.in. Co-author K. Yogeshwari, MCom CA, Ayanadar Janakyamal College, Sivagasi. Kinds of reading. You must have observed that two things of reading are involved in the process of reading. The one is reading aloud and reading silently. In the initial stages, reading has to be loud, and towards the end of the third stage, the learner is introduced to silent reading. Loud reading. Reading aloud is a very effective means of teaching and improving the sub-skills of pronunciation, enunciation, intonation, and reading with expression. As a teacher, you would like to enable your learners to pronounce correctly all the words they find in their books as they go from class to class. You can do it only through reading aloud and also test their attainment by making them read aloud. Apart from pronunciation, reading aloud also helps the learner in learning the habits of correct enunciations. Many times children mumble words as they are not certain of themselves. Through reading aloud, lapses can be detected. You must therefore insist on clear and distinct loud reading, as this would leave no doubt whether what is said is right or wrong, although it is good to read fluently. You should not insist on speed if accuracy of pronunciation or enunciation is going to be satisfied. Reading must be slow and emphatic. The speed must be normal reading speed. Therefore, the speed at which the hearer can easily grasp the meaning of what is being read. Another advantage of reading aloud is that it gives the students proper intonations and emphasis in training and reading. Intonation indicates the musical element of the language. Along with intonations, you should also pay attention to emphasis. A good way of teaching this is to take a sentence and show how emphasis on different words in the sentence changes the meaning of the sentence. Students should sit straight and hold the book neither too high, too far, keeping the book at the distance of 25 to 30 cm from the eyes in all sight. If they are standing while reading aloud, they should stand with their heads high up. They should not move the head while reading. Only the eyes should follow the printed line. Silent reading. As we have discussed, two types of reading are involved in the process of reading: loud reading and silent reading. Silent reading is the final stage of learning reading skills. This is the skill that we need not only for language learning but for other subject also. Student will never be able to use their time in such subject to the best advantage until they have learned the art of silent reading. As a matter of fact, this is the skill which one needs throughout his or her life. Training of silent reading should occupy a very important place in developing skills of reading among learners. The chief aim of silent reading is the observations of the idea and the passage. It is a method of concentrating on the significant idea or ideas of the passage. When reading should be, reader is given attention to pronunciation, intonation, phrasing, rhythm of delivery, etc. Whereas in silent reading, his or her whole attention is concentrated on comprehending the meaning, and so there is no resulting in a better assimilations of the information and or ideas contained in the passage. One of the aim of the silent reading is to develop the ability to read with speed. One of the ways to achieve this aim is to give the class a definite time in which a read of paragraph or a couple of paragraphs. For this purpose, you should ascertain how much time would you require for reading a particular paragraph silently. In the beginning, you may give a fairly liberal amount of time, gradually reducing it. When the time is up for silent reading of a particular paragraph, you must test through questioning what the students have learned. If limited time is given for silent reading, then there would not be much scope for using verbal memory. Silent reading can also be tested by asking the pupils to give the substance or central idea of the paragraph they have read. Another way of developing and testing silent reading is to give one or more guiding questions, oral or written, on the blackboard. to the students before they are asked to read. This will provide the students with a reason to read, will give them something to look for as they read the paragraph. Thank you.